Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, GoPro to bring out its own drone, finally. United Airlines is accused of lacking racial diversity. The Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta and Pueblo of Sandia work together. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's September 20th, 2016, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Could it be it has finally happened? GoPro has unveiled the long-awaited Karma drone, along with several other new products and services, which include their new Hero 5 camera, which the company says dramatically simplifies the process of capturing, editing, and sharing content. GoPro's founder and CEO Nicholas Woodman said, "With these new products, we're delivering on our promise to make it easy to capture and share engaging stories. Hero 5's ability to auto-upload photos and videos to a GoPro Plus account dramatically simplifies mobile on-the-go editing, sharing, and enjoyment. This is a game-changing experience that we will continue to build upon." Karma features a compact, fits in a small backpack design, and includes an image stabilization grip that can be handheld or mounted to vehicles, gear, and more. According to GoPro, Karma makes it easy for anyone to capture amazingly smooth, stabilized video during almost any activity. Other Karma features include a game-style controller with an integrated touch display and a 3-axis camera stabilizer. GoPro says the Karma will be available on October 23rd in 3 bundles with a starting price of $799.99. A group of 18 African-American pilots employed by United Airlines held a news conference with civil rights leaders, including Dr. Cornel West, last week at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. The pilots have formed a group called the United Coalition for Diversity. On behalf of these pilots, a call is being made for Congress and the U.S. Department of Justice to launch a federal investigation into the hiring, promoting, training, discipline, diversity, and equal employment practices of United Airlines. The pilots have reached out to the Congressional Black Caucus for their assistance in the struggle for civil rights and equality. According to the pilots, United Airlines has had a complete and utter lack of diversity at the management level and a systemic culture of racism that has inhibited African Americans from obtaining managerial positions. The airline said in a statement emailed to CBS News that the claims are as baseless as they were 4 years ago when they were originally filed. A spokesman said the airline is very proud of our diversity record and programs. After the break, Balloon Fiesta flights northbound? Okay.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. If you'd like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. It could be said that recreational aviation started with the first manned ascension of a hot air balloon in 1783, and the most exciting example of this today is the annual Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. Last week it was reported that the Pueblo of Sandia did not want balloons landing on their lands, which encompasses about 20,000 acres north of the Balloon Fiesta launch site. This raised a major concern because it would ground the balloons if the winds were out of the south. Now, the Balloon Fiesta has released notice that officials of the Pueblo of Sandia and the Balloon Fiesta have reached a mutual understanding that opens parts of the Pueblo for final and necessary landings during the October 1st through 9th 2016 event. The mutual understanding reinforces a goal of both organizations to provide for the safety of balloonists, the public, and property. Paul Smith, Balloon Fiesta's executive director, said, "Balloonists understand whenever we fly that we will be landing on someone's property, and if we don't follow their rules, permission to land can be rescinded." The Pueblo of Sandia is a longtime partner and supporter of the Balloon Fiesta. Every Tuesday, we look ahead at some of the more interesting events in the aviation universe. Here's this week's Aero-Calendar. The Tigers are coming to the DeKalb Peachtree Airport on September 24th and 25th, where the Atlanta Warbird Weekend, dedicated to the World War II American Volunteer Group, better known as the Flying Tigers. The commemorative Air Force Dixie Wing will assemble the world's largest P-40 gathering in recent times, and of course there'll be other famous aircraft and a major air show. This is a major air event. In the history of World War II, many people don't realize how many British pilots were trained in the U.S. On September 24th, you'll get a chance to learn about this during the 2016 Flights of Our Fathers Air Show and Flying, being held in Terrell, Texas. The 9th annual event benefits the museum. There'll be a full air show that includes pilot Randy Ball flying his Russian MiG-17 fighter. Now, here is an event being held at the Burke Lakefront Airport in Cleveland, Ohio, that's a little unusual. It's called the Out of This World Circus Day. The International Women's Aerospace Museum and the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus are teaming up to bring Cleveland families a free day of space-themed fun on September 24th. Ringling has modernized the circus with an out-of-this-world space theme. The event will include space-themed crafts, rocket demonstrations, and much, much more. The MCAS Miramar Air Show, being held September 23rd through the 25th, is said to be the world's largest military air show. The theme for this year's show is celebrating 100 years of the Marine Corps Reserve. The show is headed by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels demonstration team and the Breitling Jet team. The Air Force will be there with an F-35, and you'll get a chance to see a Harrier and Osprey in action. After these messages, the Aircraft Electronics Association plans conventions through the year 2024.
Redbird Flight Simulations is dedicated to revolutionizing flight training by designing, manufacturing, and delivering affordable and innovative flight training technologies. Each Redbird device is designed to enhance the training experience for pilots of all levels, from student to ATP. Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
The aviation industry is full of news, and we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The annual Aircraft Electronics Association International Convention and Trade Show for 2017 will be held in New Orleans on March 13th through 16th. They have now listed the dates and locations for their conventions through the year 2024 on their website. A Beechcraft Model 18 that was built in Wichita, Kansas in 1946 will remain in the state into perpetuity after restoration by the Kansas Air Museum. The aircraft is said to be the same model as the aircraft once flown by Olive and Beach. We are sorry to report that a UH-1 Huey helicopter belonging to the Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 243, located in Kansas City, was vandalized last week. The group uses the aircraft for education and awareness programs and is accepting donation towards making repairs. The organization Wheels Up has announced the launch of Wheels Up Cares, a philanthropic initiative to raise the awareness and funds for a cause important to the company and its members. A Beechcraft King Air 350i aircraft is custom designed to represent ovarian cancer awareness. The Defense Department is funding development of a new micro-drone that can operate autonomously indoors, be used for map buildings without the use of GPS. Shield AI Incorporated has been contracted for a 9-month prototype project. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's get back to the rest of the news. It's no secret that starting pay for airline pilots, particularly at the regional airlines, has been notoriously low. But faced with a looming pilot shortage, some carriers are boosting starting pay and offering significant signing bonuses to lure pilots to their cockpits. The Philadelphia Inquirer reports that 2 American Airlines regional carriers will be increasing starting salaries for new pilots to $58,000, and some might command more money. PSA Airlines is increasing its starting hourly rate for pilots to $38.50 per hour, according to the report, and there are $15,000 signing bonuses for new pilots and retention bonuses of $20,000 for first officers to be paid in installments after 1 year of service. While the major airlines have a good supply of pilots for the time being, many are closing in on the mandatory retirement age of 65, and the cost of training has increased because of the newly implemented FAA mandated 1,500 hours of flight time as a prerequisite for performing as an airline pilot. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Keep flying! We'll see you tomorrow.